All right, so some very interesting UFO footage just got uploaded 9 hours ago from Canada. I don't think we've ever seen anything like this before. Look at this. This is a cloud, apparently. And look at these orbs. They follow it right over where they're working. So this group of men were drilling up in the mountains. I can't. Nah, I can't do that. I'll cut that out. Actually, no, I'll keep it in there. So it glided right over where they were working. Look at that. I don't think I've ever seen a UFO look like that before. And that ain't a flipping cloud, mate. I don't know if you've ever seen one.
What the is that? What the is that, bro? What the is that? I don't know, man. Oh my god, bro, what is that? I thought it was the moon, man. What the bro? I don't know, man. It's moving, dog. Oh, that territory drilling. UFO, man. What the Oh,
Sorry to pause it, but did you see? Look, that one glowed as that one came on. Look.
oh, oh my god, bro.
Yeah, so it wasn't just a cloud that's the weirdest bit. It's the glowing orbs that were following it. Super weird. That I haven't seen footage like that before. And trust me, we've seen a lot here. But also, we hit 90,000 subs. I can't. We're 10,000 subs away from 100,000. So thank you all for subscribing, liking the videos. And if you haven't subscribed yet, consider joining, helping me reach that goal. It's been a goal of mine forever. So we're 10,000 subs away from it. RIP my sleep schedule. It's going to be a great episode today, so I really hope you enjoy it. Yeah, I wouldn't fly close to that thing, mate, because you might be there in your cockpit going, hey, look, a submarine. Yeah, in a couple seconds, mate, you're going to say, hey, look, a missile.
Rainwater is a public resource, and collecting it without permission is illegal.
In Oregon, a man was convicted and sentenced to jail for collecting and using rainwater on his own land. The state government charged him with theft. Rancher Gary Harrington built 3 large reservoirs on his property to collect rainwater and snowmelt. Harrington said the water was primarily used for fire prevention and to provide drinking water for wildlife. However, the state classified his actions as theft and brought criminal charges against him. Under a municipal regulation, all water resources within city limits, including precipitation, are considered part of the public water supply system. The city asked the court to order the removal of his water collection system and impose fines. Despite multiple appeals, Harrington argued, "The water falls on my land. I didn't sell it. I only used it on my own property." The court ultimately rejected his argument. In the end, Harrington was convicted on multiple charges, including the illegal use of state water resources. He was sentenced to 30 days in jail and fined more than $15,000. The case sparked strong public backlash, with many residents calling it an act of tyranny. If a person cannot even own the rain that falls on their own land, what do they truly own?
So you get fined for collecting rainwater that comes out the sky that doesn't belong from the government. But if you drive over a pothole on government road and you get your tyre damaged, you got to pay for it. What is going on? You know, what is going on? Anyone else have any idea what we just watched there? Why do they worship a ball of gas? You can't even land on it, mate. What is that?
Sí, es. Un avión, güey.
¡Sara!
No es, cabrón, si no está tu ruido.
¡No, ven a ver esto! ¡Ven a verlo!
Is that Harry Potter?
Ahí está. Es un avión, coño. Sí, es de lucecito.
It does. It looks like headlights.
Sí, está altísimo, coño. No, güey, no es avión, esa madre. No chingues. El avión no tiene luz hacia los lados, coño. Es por las, ¿cómo se llama? Debería estar prendiendo azul y blanco. Debería estar prendiendo rojo, coño. Sí tiene color rojo, coño. No tiene, coño. Sí tiene, güey. Es un avión, coño. Es una sola luz, güey. Es un avión, coño.
Yeah, see, you can tell that footage is real because it's not filmed on a potato and someone can actually film something properly. It reminds me of that project, what's it called? Project Green Bean or whatever it's called. Correct me in the comments, can't remember what it's called. It's definitely not Green Bean, no. That is really weird. It looked like Ron Weasley and Harry Potter were just cruising through the sky, mate. I don't know what that was. Who turned the light on in there, mate? Because it looked like it locks from the inside. Are you sure that's not a person stood there? You got flipping Michael Myers outside your Airbnb. Might be time to get a refund.
We have 5 major threats that make our grid extremely vulnerable that we've presented to congressional officials. 1 being cyber, 2 being hackers, 3 being physical threats, 4th one is solar EMP, and the 5th one is man-made EMP. So the concern that we have is that we put out this critical information, and when we go over this risk analysis, they hear what we're saying, but they don't want to take action.
That's crazy. I mean, it is a bit weird that she's in a CIA, a CIA video. Who gets that phone call? Me and you don't. I couldn't even get a job at McDonald's, mate, 10 years ago. How do you get a phone call from the CIA saying, do you want to be in this? It's not what you know, it's who you know, isn't it? That is a little bit strange. You got to admit, that is weird.
They just sent robots inside of the Great Pyramid where no human has ever been before, and they found a sealed door that has not been opened in 4,500 years. Dude, they're about to open it and reveal what's inside of it this year. So Zahi Hawass, which is arguably the most famous archaeologist alive, just went on record and said, "We will reveal to the world what lies behind that door." He actually just called this a discovery that will, quote, write a new chapter in the history of the Pharaoh. And here's what most people don't know about this so far. They've already sent robots into parts of the corridor where no humans have ever been. They were able to use thermal imaging, 3D mapping, and muon radiography, which is basically cosmic rays to see through solid stone from space. He also just went ahead and said that he's about to fulfill 2 lifelong goals. The first one is discovering a brand new tomb of the man who designed the very first Egyptian pyramid ever built, and then the tomb of Queen Nefertiti. Scientists have also now confirmed that they also found 2 hidden voids behind the eastern wall of the smallest Giza pyramid that might be a secret entrance that's been sealed for 5,000 years.
Did they not think they might have sealed and closed all that stuff for a reason? Like, we've got enough viruses knocking about at the moment. It could have COVID flipping 51 in there. Imagine if they open that door and a 4,000-year-old virus just pops out and goes,
"Ah, lovely. Now I'm gonna come kill all of you."
Think about it. Even the Pharaoh himself was in there doing flipping star jumps. They're not going to tell us, are they? Imagine that. I think we would have a problem if we had one of them doing star jumps in there, but they're just going to tell us it's an empty room, no matter what they find. Where's he fishing? Another country? He might actually be the first person to ever do that, but it does sound a little bit out of tuna. But finally, some real music. I'm so sorry, but I can't help it. I just can't help it.
I live in the Chicagoland area, and this is what the rain did to my car last night. What's going on, y'all? Is it really that serious? Was anybody else affected like this? Look at this. I just washed my car like 2 days ago. This is all from rain from yesterday.
Yeah, so that might be why that guy got arrested for selling that, for keeping that rainwater, because it's not really, it's the government's, isn't it? That they're spraying all this stuff. Like, I don't really know what they want us to do. Like, breathing that stuff in all day is going to make you want to, like, poo out your own lung or something.
Overall, I think there's quite a bit of abdication of responsibility around, like, what are we going to do as people's jobs start being taken fairly aggressively. Luckily, there's a massive population drop coming, so maybe everything is just fate and it's going to work out okay. But I feel like we might get, like, very, very, very good AI across every pillar of art before there aren't any more people to make art.
So if you don't know who that is, that's Elon Musk's ex-wife, Grimes, I think it is. Luckily, there is a massive population drop coming. Do you guys ever think what the world would be like if it wasn't controlled by a bunch of evil sickos? You know, just having normal, good, honest, working people in control of the world. Imagine that if we just lived in a good world without all this stuff. I mean, I wouldn't be able to do these videos because there'll be no content, but, you know, do you ever guys think about that? I do all the time. Like, what the world could actually be like if it was just good.
Because you know how I figured it out? What's 1 times 1?
1 times 1 is 1.
To multiply means to do what? To make more, right?
Yes.
Increase in number?
Yes.
Multiply?
Yes.
How can 1 times 1 equaling 1 be part of the multiplication table? It fails to satisfy the term multiply. It doesn't multiply. Does it? What's an action times an action?
You got some weed.
No, I'm asking you. Honestly, I'm asking reason.
What are we doing
Reason. I want you to reason.
I don't know.
What's an action times an action? A reaction. Right?
Okay.
Have you ever seen an action times an action without a reaction? Have you? No. Because equanimity is the currency of the universe. There's always an action times an action having a reaction. So how can 1 times 1 equal 1? How can A times B just be A and not B? What happened to consequence?
Terrence, these are late night conversations.
These are
they are.
This is the beginning of our understanding. It should fit. What kind of calculator you got? What kind of phone you got?
An iPhone?
Okay, go to your calculator.
Whatever the new.
No, go to your calculator. Go to your calculator.
All right. Go to
Go to your calculator.
Yeah,
you
I got
do too. You got iPhone?
What are we doing?
I want both of y'all to do 2 separate things. I want you to do the same thing to start with. Turn it to the side.
Okay.
All right, now I want you to both hit the number 2. Did the whole calculator show up?
Hit number what?
Hit the number 2.
Number 2.
Go to the square root. It is the second column from the left, 3rd row. It'll have that squiggly thing.
All right. 1.4.
1.414213563373095.
Holy
now
crap.
I want you two to do 2 separate things now. 2 separate things. I want you to multiply it by 2, hit times 2, equal, don't you do it.
Okay.
And I want you to hit x to the 3rd. X to the 3rd, it's going to be...
Times 3?
No, x to the 3rd.
Oh, X. Oh, okay, I see it.
X to the 3rd.
Yeah, I got you. All right, 1.1.
No, you didn't hit x to the 3rd.
Yes, I did.
If you hit x to the 3rd.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right.
So
I
go
did
back
not.
again.
Okay,
You
so
keep
now.
yours where you are.
Yeah, I'm
2,
good.
2.
Square root.
Square root.
And hit x to the 3rd.
All right, 2.82.
2.828, 4271, 2174, 6190. The same value you got
Yeah.
by multiplying it by 2.
Yeah.
And he just cubed it. Divide it by 2 again. Both of y'all. Divide
it by 2.
No, divide by 2. Hit equal. Now, cube it again. Hit x to the 3rd.
Yeah.
You see that loop?
Yeah.
That's saying x cubed is equal to 2x, which is equal to x plus x. That's an unnatural equation. That's a mathematical fallacy. And that's the beginning of your math. That's how I invented tangential flight, because your math, someone programmed that lie in there and lied to you and everyone. And all your fundamentals are off.
Right, I'm going to use what basically I got taught in school, right, to debunk this. So if I give you a pen, I'll give you one pen. There you go, you've got a pen. Now, if I give you 2 pens, you have 2. That's right, isn't it? That's so, like, if you have 1 pen, you have 1 pen. If you have 2 pens, you have 2 pens. Like, you're just adding one more thing every time. I don't even know if that makes sense. But, if you plant 1 seed, you get 1 plant. Right, so I'm going to look smart now because I've got a pen in my hand. But whilst we're on the subject, right, I drew this for everyone because I've got something to teach you, okay? And it's about doubt and anxiety and stress, not being in the present, because we're constantly rushing and hurrying to that next thing in our lives. And I know all of you experience this in your life, so just bear with me and let me explain this. So I drew this for you, okay? So this is the start where you are now. And this is life. So as you go through life, it's ups and downs, peaks and valleys, right? But then you get to this part here where you make all this progress. You make all this progress and then you fall down to here. That's you. And I'm not saying you specifically, I'm saying us as humans, right? And look, doubt. We doubt everything. When we get to this massive drop here, we doubt everything, don't we? And it's in our nature to do this. But we can't see what the future holds. Look, there's a massive increase here that's coming. And we can't see this because we're down here. And if you fall into that doubt, you will stay down there. We can't ever stop, because there's been many times in my life, and I know you have as well, where you've doubted things. We can't predict the future. So don't stay in this part and the doubt, because you can't see what's coming. You can't see the good times that are coming and the progress. But this, no one ever does this in their life. No one ever does this. No one. Not one human being has a life like that. All of us are on this journey together. But remember that when you get into this bit here and you doubt and you're questioning everything, am I doing the right thing? Ignore it. Because anxiety doesn't exist. It doesn't. Doubt and anxiety doesn't exist because we can't predict the future. The only thing we can control is how we respond to things. So keep going. Because this will be the end. Look, just keep going. All right? And I hope that helps you, because in moments of doubt for me in the past, I've learned a lot. That overthinking and anxiety doesn't help anyone, and it doesn't exist. Because all the things you think about might happen aren't true. Things that might happen are not, they're not real. Because most of the time we're wrong. Oh, what about if this happens? Or what about if that happens? Or I might lose this, or I might lose that. Just perseverance and keep going. Keep moving forward and never lose hope in yourself, because we've all been in those dark places, in doubt and questioning everything. But it's part of the journey, The man that enjoys walking will always walk further than the man that enjoys the destination. Stick that on a t-shirt, mate. So I hope that helps you, and never lose hope. Just keep going. All right. And I really hope you enjoyed today's episode. Thank you again for 90,000 subscribers. That is insane. Incredible. 10,000 subscribers away from 100,000. And like I've said, I can use it. My biggest dream is to hit 100,000 subscribers. And now we're close to it. But I got through many times of doubt in myself. And if I had stayed in those moments of doubt, maybe we wouldn't be here having this conversation. So use me as an example. And I'm not better in any way. I haven't, I'm just someone that refused to give in to my own feelings sometimes. And of course, I'm not a robot. Of course I do. But, just use me as that example. And thank you all for the love and support. And I'll see you all at 100,000. It looks like it's going to happen, doesn't it? Things are moving so quick, but thank you all so much. And I look forward to seeing you all again tomorrow. I'll see you then.